What's up, everybody? Welcome to Charlotte as we get ready for some WoOT action here. Gonna get ready for 30 laps for tonight's main event. Right now, the top 5 transfer through on time. Looks like it's gonna be Waylon Robinson, Landon Moody, Greg Todd, Thomas Smalling, and Blake Notstad. I think I'm saying that right. Currently at the top of the charts. Those 5 will transfer through into the feature. Say that again. Not a stud. Okay, not a stud is the right way to say that. We do have a couple people that are still qualifying. Asher Hansen currently out there just getting off an NIS race. He's trying to race his way into that top 5. We'll see how that goes for him here tonight. Could knock one of those top 5 out. So could Mark Thrasher, Shane Haas, Riley Green out on the track. Not sure what he can do yet. We haven't done that. I don't know if we've done Charlotte with him yet or not. Oh, I know I've raced Charlotte with him. I just don't know how well he is on the street stocks. We're going to find out here. Asher out on the track right now, though, putting down his lap in that number 10 Oreo machine. All right, you guys ready for some WoOT? We've had some wild action here lately, and I'll tell you what, Charlotte. Always a lot of fun to come out here and put down some laps. And great 2 and 3 wide action we tend to see in these street stocks, but definitely a lot of 2 wide action. If you guys are out there on the Twitch side, can you try the exclamation point Discord? I think I set up the command right. I just want to make sure that works. If somebody can go ahead and try that in the chat. Should work on any of the channels, but I know Twitch is the main one we get that command from. If somebody could try that out. Asher currently 35th out on the charts. Riley Green's going to be 32nd. It did work. Awesome. Thank you, T-Bird. Thank you very much. Awesome. Finally got that to work. As Asher is only going to take 2 laps here tonight, but he's going to take the quick time with a 36.7 flat quick time out of Asher Hansen. Mark Thrash going to go for one more here tonight. He's got, he did not go for the 3rd lap. Shane Haas out there digging a little bit, though, for that 3rd lap. Let's see where he can put that number 23 machine. He's going to come across the line. And he is not going to pick up the pace any on lap number 3. That is a surprise. Shane's going to be starting deep in this field. Only the top 26 going into tonight's feature. So he's going to have a lot of work to do to work his way up into that top 26. So it looks like Blake is going to start on the pole here in heat race number 1 as we get ready to line them up. It looks like we got about 25 seconds left, a little less than 25 seconds left here in practice and into qualifying and into tonight's heat race number 1. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Top 8 transfer through. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid here for heat race number 1, starting on the pole. It's going to be Blake. Outside of him, it's going to be the trash can himself in that number 2 spot. I still got UMPs up there. Hold on, let me fix that. All right, that looks a little bit better. It is going to be Mark Anderson starting it in 3rd, Cody in 4th. Going to be Justin Farless in that number 5 spot, Matt Best in 6th. Zach Lovelace is going to start in 7th, Easton in 8th. Riley Timmons in 9th. Going to be Ryan Foltz in that number 10 spot. Jonathan Burt in 11th. Christopher Downs in the number 12 spot. Bill Sleep in 13th. David Knight in 14th. Riley Green in 15th. Matthew Pye going to start in that number 16 spot. Clint Sheehan 17th. Johnny Wood. Josh Wire and Xavier is not in here. All right, just a friendly reminder, this start is on green. Start on green. You do have one fast repair. There are no caution flags in this race. So if you get in a wreck, go get that fast repair, get back out there. They will probably wreck again. All right, we are going to be looking for that green flag. What's up, Riley? Go green. Riley out here thinking that the green flag is all about him. This is the only one tonight. Only one tonight, Michael. Yo, what's up, Yellow? All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2 into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag here tonight. First green flag of the night as they are stacked up 2 by 2. Let me know who you're rooting for here in Heat Race number 1 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Blake's going to lead him to the green flag with Mark Thrash to his outside. Pace car is in, looking for that green flag. The trash can, says Yellow. Green flag is out. I think we all wound them up a little bit early, but it still looked like a good start as they head for turn number 1. Going to be Blake on the inside, Mark Thrash on the outside with that advantage heading into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side all the way through the field as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Will that top side get the advantage? We did a little bit of a gear change. Harold's going for Sleep. Sleep's got some work to do. Top 8 going to transfer through into tonight's feature. Right now, Zach Lovelace on that bubble spot in that number 5 machine as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Mark needs a little bit of help out of Cody just behind him as they come out of turn number 4. He's going to try to grab that side draft. They almost make contact as Blake's going to lead the way with a big push from Mark Anderson as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. We got Battle of the Marks. Is it right with a C or a K? That's going to be the question here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Mark Thrash trying to work that high side. Big run out of turn number 2. Kenny gets some help. He needs some help from behind as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Thrash getting that momentum up on the high side, working that side draft, but they're going to get a little blinking as Anderson's going to blink out through turn number 1 and 2. That's going to cause 3 and 4. That's going to cause a little chaos as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 2 laps complete. That 24 was way down on the inside as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side for second on back as these guys try to figure this out. Lovelace currently in that bubble spot. They're 3 wide behind him out of turn number 2. Got to watch this bubble spot. It is going to get real interesting here as it looks like he's got some big pressure coming up from behind him. Teammate behind him, though, he's got Jonathan Bird as they head into turn. Soundhead Entertainment. What do you mean? As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Thrash with a run with a big push. They get a little wonky as Cody's going to be up the track. We got one around the 42s around down in the grass. Christopher's down. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. They're wrecking. They're wrecking like crazy into 1 and 2. That's going to move Jonathan Burt into that final transfer spot as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Blake going to lead the way. Mark Thrash still working that outside. Anderson on the inside as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4 is Mark Thrash trying to get that run. Anderson's going to be loose out of turn number 4 as he's all over the back of Mark Thrash. Here comes help from Riley Timmons up on the high side as Mark Thrash is going to lead with the white flag out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, I don't know who he is. As they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Timmons looking for the back bumper down the back straightaway. Can he help Mark Thrash get that win as they head into turn number 3 and 4? All over the back of them. These 4 transfer through, but they want the win. A little bit more contact. Thrash is going to get hooked. Oh, is he going to save it? Oh, he catches the 33. Blake's going to take the win. Riley second. Barless, Matt Best, Lovelace, Jonathan Burt, David Knight, and Anderson going to come across the line as your top 8. Sleep, Green, Matthew, Sheehan, Fultz, Thrash, Easton going to the consi, so is Down and Cody as we get the big wreck. What's up, Landon? Thanks for the gift. What's up, buddy? As we get the big one coming to the checkered here, and heat race number 1, Mark Thrash is not going to be happy about that one, but that was just hard racing there coming to the line. It's so cool. It shows us who's got the meatballs over there on the ticker as we get that heat race number 1 in the books. We're going to get ready for heat race number 2. Remember, guys, if you did not make it in through the heat race, we still got an LCQ. It was only 5 laps. We got another 5-lap one, then a 6-lap one, and a 30-lap feature. All right, we are going to have Cody Harrelson with a K starting on the pole here in heat race number 2. Outside of him, it's going to be Shane Weatherington. Shane was excited about this one. We got Joe Roush starting in that number 3 spot. Jared Gotch in 4th. Going to be Chase Lewis in the number 5 position. Todd Rempfer in that number 6 spot. Brady Gotch going to start back in 7th. Tegan in 8th. Going to be Christian in that number 9 spot. Joshua Brink in 10th. Shane Haas in 11th. Going to be Brett in that number 12 spot. He's going to be looking to plow his way into that top 8. As David Mayo is going to start in 13th. Nicholas Bird in that number 14 spot. Kenny Storkson in 15th. Douglas Caraway in 16th. Going to be Brad Lane in that number 17 spot. Joe Wright 18th. Henry 19th. And Jason Green in that number 20 spot. Looks like a few of those guys are not in there. As they head into turn number 1 and 2. All right, guys. The front row has been here plenty of times, so they know the start is on green. Remember, no changing lanes to make passes before the start-finish line. After that, I don't care what you do. You got one fast repair. If you do get in a wreck, get that fast repair and get back out there. They may wreck again. Top 8 transfer through. All right. Feels like I'm racing. I don't know why. That's awesome. That's the feel. Look, I like to make it interactive is what I like to do. I like to hang out with the chat and call a little bit of racing. Chat first, racing second. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button if you have not yet. As the pace car is in, we are looking for that green flag as they come into the restart zone down the front straightaway. Green flag is out. Great start that time. Cody gets a little bit of a jump on the inside, but that top side looking pretty organized right now. Jared going to get all over the back of Shane Weatherington into turn number 1 and 2. I know Shane's not afraid of a push, and Jared is not afraid to give one as they head through turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Shane trying to work that outside, but Cody with the advantage out of turn number 2. I'm more of a dirt guy, so it probably relates a little bit more to like being at the racetrack, if that makes sense. This is my asphalt day. For my asphalt guys, is we got a big wreck trying to start in turn number 3 and 4. How did they not all wreck? They all saved it out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway as we got a battle for the lead. Shane Weatherington leading lap number 1. I don't know how they didn't all just die in turn number 4, but somehow they all come out of the turn still in the battle as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. We are 2 by 2 up at the front of the pack and 2 by 2 further back. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Cody trying to get the advantage. He's got help behind. That is Todd Rempfer behind him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cody going to get the advantage as the top side tries to work together. Weatherington getting big pushes from Jared coming to the line. He's going to lead lap number 2. Right now on that bubble spot is going to be Shane Haas as they head into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to try to grab a couple extra positions, a little bit of cushion. He is battling side by side for that number 7 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Where K lives, well, you got to reword that, official Smiles. You got to reword that. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Cody leads the way on the inside. Here comes Weatherington back to the outside. They get sideways just behind him. They bang doors, but it's going to be Weatherington at the line once again as they head for 1 and 2. Oh, the street stocks. But same general idea. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Jared looking for the middle. Shane's going to block that door. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Here comes the rest of the field. This is about to get a whole lot more interesting as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, the street stocks are fun, though. They are definitely fun as they come across the line. It is going to be Weatherington with 1 lap to go. White flag is out. Oh, my God, that got sketchy as they head for turn number 1 and 2. These guys just have to survive up at the front. Right now, it is going to be Brady Gotch in that final transfer spot. Shane Haas is a couple spots out. He's side by side with Mayo down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Shane has the lead on the outside, but they're going to touch Jared hard on the wall. Oh, they're wrecking in turn number 3 and 4. Cody gets turned. Cody's going to straighten it out of turn number 4. It's going to be Weatherington with the win. Christian second. Nicholas, Mayo, Brink, Lewis, Haas, and Caraway going into the feature. I don't really know what happened there, but we're going to take a look at it. Oh, man. Big stack up there. Oh, that was unfortunate for Cody as he gets set in the spin cycle. Shane Haas did make it through, one of our regulars. Yeah, I feel a crash. There was definitely a crash. I'm definitely Mark Thrash comeback time in the LCQ. He's going to need it. A lot of guys are. Yeah, I'm mostly dirt. I live in central New York, so we are in dirt country. Starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it's going to be Bill Sleep with Joe Ross in second. Going to be Riley Green in that number 3 spot. Todd in 4th. Matthew Pye in that number 5 spot. Kenny Storkson in 6th. Clint Sheehan in 7th. Going to be Cody Harrelson in that number 8 spot. Ryan Foltz in 9th. Going to be Tegan in 10th. Easton in 11th. Brett's going to be in that number 12 spot. Mark Thrash in 13th. Jared Gotch going to be in 14th. Christopher in 15th. Brady Gotch in 16th. Hopefully we get some of these guys up there. Some regulars deep in this field. Oh, I can't read that. Cody in that number 17th spot. Brad Lane in 18th. Wood in 19th. Joe Wright in 20th. All right, we are going to be looking for that green flag. You live in central. Yeah, you're all dirt out there too, Schultz. What's up, buddy? How's it been? Anthony's from Michigan. Yeah, people don't realize how much dirt they run in the north. So Bill Sleep going to start the field out of turn at number 4. Joe on the outside as we look for the green flag. Pace car is in. Yeah, I figured. I know you always jump on when you can. I'd love to see you in a race again. As the green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. A little bit of contact there on the start as we are wrecking already at the back of the pack. I don't know what the fuck that guy was doing. As they are going to get together back in the back of the pack as Bill Sleep leads the way. Joe Roush in second. Riley Green in third. Cody going to be in 4th. Todd in 5th. They are just wrecking all over the place. Mark Thrash sideways as him and Brett plow down the back straightaway. What the hell just happened there? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Bill Sleep leads the way as Joe Roush on the outside trying to dig in. Cody in that number 4 spot. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, it is going to be Bill Sleep continuing to lead the way. I mean, they're almost down to how many cars transfer through up in this front pack. Just one extra car. How hard are they going to race this at this point? You're shooting for next week. Nice. Right? I say shit like that all the time. My bad. Oh, they're wrecking. Cody gets caught up. Kenny gets caught up. What happened there? I'm over here looking at the chat and I missed it. What happened to Cody? Oh, I bet you he's livid. Let's go see what happened to Cody. All right, so this 32 car is going to come in and just gets into the back. But I don't think he expected Cody to be that low. Definitely was not an intentional move there as Cody comes down onto pit road. I'll tell you what, Matthew Pye is in that catbird seat as him and Jared race side by side. Brady is one side spot out as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. We got 3 more laps to go. Yeah, that sucks for Thrash. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be side by side. Thrash is still in this. If these guys get together, you can't count them out. And this track does get pretty narrow, so you don't know what will happen to the pack behind them. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn at number 3. Bill Sleep continues to lead the way. Joe Roush on the outside. Riley Green in this pack in that Hello Kitty 07 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 2 to go at the line as Bill Sleep tries to hold on. Bill might be the oldest guy in the field. His age matches his car number as Joe Roush is going to lead that time by. Oh, this is unfortunate for a couple of the regulars as Cody is driving through the grass. Cody, did you get a job with Vandenbush? Yeah, it's pretty much full throttle. It is pretty much full throttle. I mean, you have to lift because of the draft sometimes so you don't run the guy over in front of you, but it's pretty much full throttle. All right, it's going to be white flag out. 1 lap to go. Let's go take a look at this pack right here. They do have a lap car down with them. As the top 3 are still side by side. Joe's going to get pushed up the track as Riley Green is trying to dig for the lead down on the bottom. Looking low on Bill Sleep. Don't pass down there, Riley. You can't pass down there. Down into turn number 3 and 4 going to be Bill Sleep down on the bottom as Joe Roush up on the high side as they head through turn number 3 and 4 side by side, banging doors out of turn number 4, coming to line. Who's going to get it? Will Bill Sleep or Joe Roush? Joe Roush going to steal it at the line by .01. Bill Sleep second, Riley Green and Jared and Matthew Pye all going to the feature. You know, we've had this back and forth where only one of the gotchas have made it. That was a chaotic LCQ. Yeah, I know. He normally, yeah, .01. That was wild. That was good racing to the end there as we are going to get ready for tonight's race. Guys, we got 3 minutes of warm up. You guys can use it how you want. I don't care if you want to run into each other, drive in reverse around the track, not the wrong way around the track. Whatever. Just don't get DQ'd. As Joe Roush takes the win, Bill Sleep in second, Riley Green, Gotch, and Pye go into the feature here tonight. Brady didn't make it. Storkson didn't make it. Thrash didn't make it. Brett didn't make it. Clint Sheehan didn't make it. Cody Harrelson did not make it. A lot of regular names did not make it. Oh, we've had him closer than that. When we do Legacy Michigan, we've had him 3 wide within that distance. We've had him 5 wide within that distance. All right, these guys are gonna go out on the track, have a little bit of fun. Some of them are gonna go down to the infield road course. That sucks for Mark not making it. Now would be a good time if you guys need a drink before the 30-lap feature. Go ahead and get that. Make sure you give the stream a share as we get into tonight's main event. Just looking through and see what we got going on in places. Oh, I'm not getting the Facebook chat. Oh. Imagine, oh, you won the ARCA race at Iowa and it took too long. Oh, that sucks, Tyler. You got to register while you're waiting. Let me go see if I can fix this chat over here on Facebook. I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe I clicked it a little too soon. All right, let's see if that fixed it. Facebook can be funny sometimes. Nope, it is not working. All right, let me figure out this Facebook chat real quick so I don't miss any of that. Thank you for the share, NK. Let's see if that fixed it. There we go. All right, I have the Facebook chat now. We are getting ready for the end of warm-up. About 25 seconds left, and we are going to get into tonight's event. Oh, you did okay. Tess. What's up, Shane? You made it, didn't you? Yeah, Shane made it. Good to see you make it, Shane. It sucks for everybody else. That was some wild heat races in a consi, but we know street stocks at Charlotte definitely do that, as Lovelace is down there having a little bit of fun, as that is going to be the end of warm-up. We're going to get ready for tonight's main event. I'm going to go through the grid now. Starting on the pole here tonight in that number 10 machine, it's going to be Asher Hansen. Outside of him, it's going to be Waylon Robinson. Starting in the number 3 spot, it's going to be Landon Moody with Greg Todd in 4th. Thomas Smalling going to start in that number 5 spot. Blake in 6th. Shane Weatherington going to start in that number 7 spot. Riley Timmons in 8th. Christian Jansen in that number 9 spot. Justin Farless going to start in 10th. Nicholas Byrd in 11th. Matt Best in 12th. See if everybody makes it. Going to be David Mayo in 13th. Zach Lovelace 14th. Joshua Brink in 15th. Jonathan Burke going to start in that number 16 spot. Chase Lewis in 17th. David Knight in 18th. Going to be Shane Haas in that number 19 spot. Mark Anderson in 20th. Douglas Caraway in 21st. Joe Roush 22nd. Bill Sleep 23rd. Riley Green 24th. Jared Gotch going to be in 25th. And Matthew Pye in that number 26 spot. Going to be 30 laps here tonight. Let me just give them a reminder. You give up. That one was kind of crazy. Thursdays we just do this crazy wide open stuff. WoOT is what we call it. Wide open on Thursdays. Mondays is our dirt. We do have a Gen 4 series that we're going to be doing on Tuesday nights, broadcasting. All right, just a friendly reminder, guys. This start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. Have some fun. 30 laps, 1 fast repair. Take care of that fast repair. Also, it is manual cautions. If we get a single or 2 or 3 cars spinning, I probably won't throw it. If you get in a wreck, just get that fast repair. Get back out there. When we do get a yellow, I will give you or just take those laps back. So if you are a lead lap car, stay down on the white and blue line so that those guys can get their laps back when we do get a caution. All right, looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Asher and Waylon on that front row. Who's it going to be here tonight? 30 laps. Who's your pick here tonight? We like doing Bristol and stuff. It's just, I don't know. I get bored of asphalt, honestly, if I'm going to be honest. I do a lot more dirt stuff. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be green, green, green. Asher and Waylon side by side. Asher has Landon Moody on his back bumper. Moody going to be all over the back of Asher as they head into turn at number 1 and 2. These guys going to try to keep it straight. Can we get some green flag runs in tonight as they head through turn number 1 and 2? Side by side all the way through the field. These guys still trying to get out front. Nobody wants to drop to the back. They know track position could be massive here tonight. Yeah, street stocks on asphalt. Yeah, it's the asphalt ones. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. Going to be Asher leading the way. Can that top side start to roll up? Waylon trying. Can't quite get there as Asher's going to lead lap number 1. So 1 lap in the books as these guys are side by side. Oh, Moody up the track into Waylon. Almost turning him around. They kept it straight out of turn number 2. Moody making a little bit of a mistake there. He's going to push him up the track again. I don't know what's going on there as they head into turn at number 3 and 4. It's going to be nose to tail on that bottom row as the top side is starting to fade away down the front straightaway. So 1 car gets shuffled out there. He's going to move back to the back of this group as they come through the tri-oval. He's into the wall. He's going to roll that third lane. That third lane, we could see that one coming alive here later on tonight. We'll see how that goes as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Tires probably won't make a huge difference here tonight, but we might see some people try to take that strategy. It is nice having good fresh tires if you're going to run that top lane as these guys roll through turn at number 3 and 4. So we might see somebody make the move and jump on pit road if we get a caution as they're still side by side at the front. Waylon starting to get that run as he's got Blake all over the back of him down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. Side by side, Blake in that number 23. He was quick in his heat race. He's looking to be quick here tonight in the feature as he tries to push that top side. We got a little bit of push in the pusher up in the top lane down the back straightaway. Bottom side is definitely a little bit more organized than the top side. It is helping Asher keep that lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Will they get organized up enough on the top side to make that work? What kind of moves will we see? Will we see the third lane come alive here tonight? That's going to be the question as they come across the line looking for turn number 1 and 2. Oh, save it. He saved it. Oh, we got one blinking out. Waylon was gone for a minute. Oh, he's going to get turned. Down the back straightaway. We got a big wreck down the back straightaway. We're going to go ahead and throw the caution for that. Yeah, he blinked out there. Yeah, he's done. He's done. But you definitely blinked out and reappeared, and he was halfway inside of you. So, I mean, I know you think your internet's fine, but it was not. So if we back this up, he disappeared right there, and then came back, and there was contact. Oh, yeah. When did I start streaming? I've been streaming for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. Look, we have a whole weekly meeting every week. It's called DARM. It's Drivers Against Reckless Moodying, specifically for Landon Moody. No, we're just doing it the way iRacing does it. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2. We are 6 laps into this one as they come down the back straightaway. Yeah, that is definitely too many H's, Riley. All right, we're going to get them lined back up here and get that one to go this time by as they come across the line. Pace lights are out. We're going to re-rack them, restack them as we head for turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll clear it if he doesn't make it. I like the Dots cars. You have the Dots car to win. Who is that? I think that's Riley Timmons. I think that's who that is up on the high side. I'm not even sure. Hold on. Let's see. Who is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's Riley Timmons up on the high side in that number 29. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, going to be Asher and Moody on that front row. Remember, start is on leader. Starts on leader. Anytime after the pace car pulls off. Will Asher spread the field out? We're going to find out as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is out as Asher's on the gas down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1. Going to get a little bit of separation on the field here as they head for turn number 1 and 2. Asher leads the way. Landon Moody gets in line. Thomas Smalling behind him as they head into 1 and 2. I think it's a dude. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. These guys, Riley up on the high side, still pushing it as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. I'll tell them here in a minute. They're racing right now. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, we'll get another caution. As they are door to door up in this front pack. Moody moves to the high side. Smalling all over the back of Asher. Oh my God, that got super sketchy there into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to be almost 3 wide out of turn 2. They're going to shuffle it back into 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. The rest of the field is catching them. They got a couple minutes to breathe here as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Landon Moody up on the high side. Digging as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Who's going to have it at the line? It's going to be Moody at the line this time by. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if they hit the wall. I don't, if it's just 1 or 2 cars that go around, I don't usually throw the caution for that. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, we don't want to pace the whole time. Down into turn number 3 and 4. That top side is 4 cars deep. They might start to get the roll as Moody has the advantage in that number 84. Here comes the rest of the field. Looks like Matt Best in that number 9 trying to reel these guys in. He's got help behind him. Nicholas Bird, Zach Lovelace, Mark Anderson, Greg Todd, and David Knight all in that group as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side. Oh, he almost got him. Moody's going to be in the wall. Moody in the wall in turn number 1 and 2, able to pull it out. He gets back in line. That was just some hard pushing through turn number 1 and 2. Moody gets sideways, gets in the wall. He's probably got some damage on that number 84. That could be bad for him as Asher leads the way. Moody's going to get in line, saves. No sense of going on pit road yet. He knows there's going to be a caution as they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Asher on the inside. Here comes Riley to the outside into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Smiles is going to get happy. He's got his driver trying to get the push to the front as they come out of turn number 2 down the front straightaway. Drag race looking for turn number 3. Moody's going to jump up to the outside, try to help that group push forward, but I think he's got too much damage on that number 84. He's going to need a caution as we got 2 cars down on the apron. Just get it back going. We'll get a caution here, guys. Get it back going. As here comes the 18. He's going to take it 3 wide. 3 wide behind the leader. Thomas Smalling stuffed in the middle as they come through turn number 1 and 2. That is a tight squeeze through turn number 1 and 2. They're going to shuffle it back out. Smalling back to the outside. Down the front straightaway, back straightaway, looking for turn. Let's stop, or I'm going to just remove you. I don't care. You want to say something once, but the back and forth has got to stop. Out of turn number 4, down. Good for you. You want a cookie? Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side up at the front. They're going to keep it straight out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Big push from the 20. I'll tell you what, Blake has probably been the best pusher so far tonight. Oh, no, I say that. And he turns the leaders. The leaders are up on the track. Caution flag comes out. Yeah, if you're on the lead lap, get down to the white and blue line. Let those guys just take their laps. I will clear the blacks when we go green. Or if you go to pit, let me know. I'll clear it before you pit. Oh, that is unfortunate there as Asher, our leader, gets caught up in that one. It looked like Riley left that middle lane open and Blake tried to go in it and Riley tried to slam that door. Oh, big wreck there as the caution flag comes out. Couple good cars caught up in that one. Oh, no. All right, so a couple guys going to go down on pit road. Looks like Landon Moody going on pit road. We got one coming around getting their lap back there. As Landon Moody comes down on pit road. Bunch of cars. Chase Lewis, Joshua Brink, David Mayo, Joshua Roush, or Joe Roush, Asher Hansen, Thomas Smalling, Matt Best, all on pit road. We'll see if these guys decide to use their fast repair. I guess we won't see it or not. Yeah, he tried to come down and just came down a little bit late. That was just hard racing, guys. It looked like Blake saw an opening, tried to go for it, and Riley closed the door a little bit too late. We got. Yeah, it was just hard racing. By the way, we got someone in the chat rooting for Timmons. He wants you to win. Yeah. He likes your Dots car.
Well, that's awesome.
He said, "Who the hell is rooting for me?" Any what fans?
Satan.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Burt's in the 666. He's looking for a fan. Anybody out there want to root for Jonathan Burt?
Riley, you still coming? Clear up top.
Just leave him a little room up top, guys. We'll get the rest of them on the next one, Riley. Green. Man, you can't even say my fucking name right. That's an EOL. All right, we got them side by side down the back straightaway looking for that green flag. I'm going to have to clear blacks anyway once it goes green, so. Side by side. Remember, guys, if you are a lap down now, next caution, just take it back. Just go to the high side. If you're on the lead lap, please go down to the blue and white line. Jared is moving forward. No, we're not getting a wave around this time. We're going green now, out of 4. Start is on you, Blake. Starts on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. We're past the halfway point, guys. We are going to be 18 laps into this one. 12 lap shootout. I don't think we're done with cautions yet as the green flag comes out. Green flags out as they head for turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be side by side all the way through the field. Got a couple good cars laps down. Matt Best, Thomas Smalling, Asher Hansen, Riley Green, all couple laps down. We'll see if they get back out on that lead lap as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're going to need a little bit of help, a little bit of chaos. They got to stay far enough away not to get caught up as we got a couple hard in the wall in turn number 3 and 4. Hard in the wall in turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go ahead and throw that caution. All right, leave the top side open for the lap cars. We got 1, 2, 3. I don't know if Matt got caught up in that one, but we got a couple coming to the top, guys. I just wanted to hit that yellow on the straightaway, not in the corner there, and have you all pile up some more. He gained 1 position. Yeah. We're going to get these guys back out on the lead lap. I think Matt Best might have gotten caught up in that one. Not 100% sure. As these guys roll through turn number 3 and 4. Smalling and Asher and Riley Green get those laps back. Those guys are going to be coming around for 1 more lap, so make sure you guys leave that top side open. No, this is the last one tonight, Justin. This is the only one tonight. I got to get up in the morning and work. So we are going to get less than a 10-lap shootout here. I'm going to try not to throw any more cautions, but there was 4 or 5 cars caught up in that one as Asher Thomas and Riley Green coming up on that high side down the front straightaway. These guys getting that lap back. Moody on pit road. Greg Todd down on pit road. I actually have nothing planned for tomorrow. I'll probably be working. If I get bored, I'll jump on. We'll see. His kitty still looks pretty. I was going to say something. I was just thinking about how to phrase it, but that was perfect.
Oh, left front Damon, but I don't think it should affect you that bad.
All right, thank you.
If you're having issues with performance, I hear Viagra's good for that.
Is 1 green or 2 green?
I'm looking at you. Your nose looks fine.
Max Carlton Wong driving school.
What about Max?
That was awesome. He teaches a very good driving school.
By the way, guys, if you're bored of pacing, just go ahead and hit page up on your keyboard.
I'm scared to do that.
I'm in VR. I'm so scared of what that would do for me.
Yeah, I have no clue what that would do in VR. It'll change your camera. I have relaxed camera angles on.
Hey Shane, these tires are nice and warm for you to put through a win here.
Oh, we were trying to wreck back here. Oh my God. All right, guys, let's get it straight. Come on.
Do my best, Blake.
All right, page up.
Matt, that was totally me. I low-key wasn't paying attention, totally slammed the guy in front of me.
All right, we are going to get ready for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Who's it gonna be here tonight? We got 8 laps to go when we take the green flag. Pace cars in. When will Blake fire them off? Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come down the front straightaway. Blake tried to force his way up. Christian going to get in line as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1. So Blake and Christian going to keep it single file up at the front. Riley Timmons going to try to work that outside. How about that? Shane Weatherington, he's been quiet today. He's back in that number 4 spot looking for a victory here tonight. Down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Smalling is stuck back in that pack. We'll see if him and Asher get together. I got to imagine that is going to be a fast combo as they are 3 wide out of turn number 4. 3 wide out of turn number 4. They're going to keep it straight. Matt, is that Mass or oh no? That is Jared. Oh, we got one in the wall. One in the wall. He is broken. Shane Haas broken down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. He was hard into that wall. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here comes Jared Gotch. I'll tell you what, he is on a tear in that number 19. Could he make his way up into the victory lane here tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4? Quite sure Brady is up on the spotter stand trying to tell him where to go as they come across the line. Going to be 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Will we keep it green the rest of the way? I'll tell you what, there's a pack back there that does not want them to stay green. These guys racing hard up at the front. Will they be able to keep it clean? Jared going to get back in line as Riley Timmons has been stuck up on the high side all by himself here. He is starting to make ground. Now he's got help coming. Here comes Jared in the number 19. Jared going to get to the back bumper of that number 20 line of Riley Timmons as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Did we get a wreck in that pack? Did I miss? Oh, looks like it might have jockeyed positions, but right now they're keeping it green up at the front as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be here tonight? Yeah. Asher's good. He might be in a better spot right now being away from the pack. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, it is going to be that top side of just Riley Timmons. There it is. I don't know why it wasn't showing up, but we had a wreck back there in that second group. So we are going to get a green-white checker here tonight. All right, there are a couple cars. There's one car that needs to get back on the lead lap. That is going to be Shane Haas, so he'll be ripping around that top side. I'm just now going back to look at it. It looks like you guys were 3 wide. I got to back it up a little bit more. Oh, you're talking about up at the front? Yeah, I don't. Oh, I'm watching for the caution. I mean, most of it's, yeah, we got different levels in here too, but yeah, most of it's been racing incidents. That incident that happened further back was just hard racing with those guys too. Oh, your screen lagged. Oof. All right, so we are working at this caution. Looks like Shane Haas has gotten back on the lead lap. Blake is going to lead the way here on a green-white checker. We got 3 attempts to get this one in, as they head through turn number... Oh, that's Mayo. Mayo is quite a few laps down. He's got a lot of catching up to do. You only need all 3 of these green-white checkers, Mayo. Is Bill Sleep still? Bill Sleep is still up in this. All right, we're going to stack them up 2 by 2 here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. All right, guys, I am going to stay consistent here. If it's just a 1 or 2 car spin down in the grass or just 1 or 2 people up in the wall, I probably will not throw the caution flag. I know these leaders want a chance to race it out, and I don't want to screw up the race for them. Looking for the green flag this time by, it is going to be Blake and Riley on that front row. Riley has been fast. Who's it going to be? Look at that. Lovelace has snuck up in here to the top 7. He's got Jonathan Burt to his outside. There's a pair of teammates up there at the front of the field as we look for the green flag on a turn number 4. Who's it going to be here tonight? Let's go. Riley says smiles. Pace car is in. I'll tell you what, Blake firing off early here would definitely make a lot of sense. Oh, the whole field caught him. Great start by the field. Green flag is out. I'll tell you what, I think he went. The field just felt it as they head for turn number 1 and 2. The earlier the better would have been good for Blake, getting that field stretched out. A better chance of catching that white flag. That is so important here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Blake on that inside. Riley up high. Drag race down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We got cars jockeying for position. The 72 is going to jump down. That is Joshua Brink down to the bottom. Out of turn number 4. Are we going to get that white flag? We are going to get the white flag as they come on to turn number 4. White flag is out. White flag is out. Blake trying to play a little bit of defense. Going to hit the grass. Heading for turn number 1 and 2. He's got Jared all over the back of him into turn number 1 and 2. It is side by side. We got one jockey in for position. Oh, they're spinning out of turn number 2. He's hard in the wall. Oh, they're going to wreck down the back straightaway. Big wreck down the back straightaway, but we got a breakaway up at the front. How did Asher make it through all that? Through turn number 3 and 4. It is door to door. Blake leads the way. He's got Jared on his back bumper. Out of turn 4. Riley gets turned around. It's a race to the line. It's going to be Blake at the line. Jared second. Weatherington, Burt, and Asher, your top 5. Oh, I think Riley came down a little bit. Maybe. Let's take a look and see what. Oh, no. Weatherington just pushed up. The nose floated up into the 29. Great finish there, though, between these two. Look how close this was. That was a good try by Jared Gotch as he comes to the line. Good racing there up at the front of the pack. Almost got there. Weatherington going to finish in that number 3 spot. How about Jonathan Burt in 4th? Asher making his way up through the field for a top 5 here tonight. Let's go ahead and go through the results, and we'll go ahead and pull in those top 3. If you're in Discord, just jump in the waiting room, and I will pull you up in the top 3 for an interview. Gonna be Blake with the win here tonight. Jared Gotch in second. Shane Weatherington in third. Going to be Jonathan Burt in that number 4 spot. Asher in fifth. Mark Anderson going to finish sixth. Joshua Brink in seventh. Riley Green in eighth. Going to be Riley Timmons in that number 9 spot. Bill Sleep in 10th. Joe Roush in 11th. Going to be Shane Haas in 12th here tonight. Kristen Jansen in 13th. Justin Bartless in 14th. Going to be Greg Todd in that number 15 spot. Matthew Pye in 16th. Nicholas Bird in 17th. Going to be Zach Lovelace in that number 18 spot. Yeah, that was a great race. There you go, Smiles. There's the guy. Smiles was the one that was rooting for you, Riley. Yeah, I saw that you got it, Green. All right, it's going to be Lovelace in 18th, Robinson 19th, Smalling 20th, David Mayo 21st, Moody 22nd, Best in 23rd, Chase Lewis 24th, Knight in 25th, and Caraway in that 26th spot. All right, let's go ahead and see who is in the Discord. We're going to go ahead and pull them in. What a crazy one tonight, man. Shane Weatherington slides his way into that number 3 spot. You were excited about tonight's race.
Yeah, it was a throwback to when we first started this stuff. It felt good to finally be back to somewhere where I was actually good.
You know, it was tense out there tonight. I mean, it's always a little bit tense. Narrow track. These cars are a little bit on edge. You got to really push and survival is key. You had to come up you were up at the front most of the night, but still, how important was it to survive in that car tonight?
Very, very. Unlike most of the stuff we do, it's very important to survive up here because track position's so key because all we're doing is just running wide open all night. And, you know, as you get lucky, have a good heat race, and then just stay up front and hopefully put it together at the end.
Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Like always, you for putting all these on, the guys for having good races all week, and look forward to Thursday nights.
All right, buddy. Good run here tonight.
Thanks, man.
Jared, you and Brady have been back and forth on who makes the feature and who doesn't here lately. Brady out there spotting for you here tonight. 23 spots up to second. That's a big run tonight.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal for us for both of us being the consi, but us got taken out of the heat. But it's what you're gonna do. But yeah, I'm really came from basically last to drive up to second. It was like really surprising by my end because I thought I was gonna wreck like at least like 2 times. But Brady pulled a big part of telling me where guys are, where like if they're wrecking or not. So that was a big help from him, and I'm I was super happy when I saw the Discord today and saw running street stocks at Charlotte. It's what I'm good at, so that was a good run here.
Yeah, definitely a good run for you. You know, you got to be so bold with those moves when you're from the back. It's so hard to pass here. These cars are so even top and bottom. How important was it to have Brady helping you move your way up through the field tonight?
He was helpful at times, but he was mainly telling me where, like, if there's a big wreck, and that was really helpful. I was like one of the only guys that like made bold moves, like trying to put a 3 wide on the front stretch, which some moves I made was really questionable. But, you know, you gotta do some of those things to make like move up through the field, otherwise you're just gonna ride in line and not move anywhere. So, all in all, I thought it was a good race for everybody. So I wanted to force Blake to make a mistake, or whoever won. I think it was Blake, right? Yeah, it was Blake. Trying to force him to make a mistake if I can get under him, but he did a good job. Congrats to him.
Yeah, you definitely got up there. You got under there clean, trying to make the run at the end. Just a little too short, 0.05, I think was the difference. But great run. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to go shout out to?
Shout out to Brady for helping me. This is all him. So, yeah, I'm thank you for putting this on every week. We look forward to do this every week, so it's a good time. So yeah, can't
Always
wait for
good
next
to
week.
always good to have you. Appreciate it, Jared.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, thank you.
Blake making a debut run and taking a victory here tonight, man. I watched that heat race and I knew you were going to be fast here tonight. You got that lead and just tried to hold it off. Those last couple cautions had to be nerve-wracking for you, though.
Yeah, with Christian Jensen getting wrecked there, he was my main pusher. I've practiced him all day here today, and I was just trying to get with him and have him push me all the way out front.
You know, it's so tight up here. You're leading the race. You know, you got those guys side drafting from the outside because they have to. You got somebody pushing really hard from behind. It's on edge. I mean, the whole time you got to be worried, am I going to get spun?
Yeah, just getting pushed the whole time to try to keep up with that outside that has that side draft and that run off the corner is just crazy. You're just thinking, hopefully this isn't too big of a push where it gets me sideways here, but just got to trust it.
Yeah, that thing was quick here tonight. You come out of turn 4, you got to tell me. Jared gets up underneath. Were you worried that he was going to get enough of the side draft to pull up next to you coming to the line?
Oh, I had my spotter, Caden Wong, so she was telling me that I had him if I could just get a decent run off of 4. And I see him come down there, and it kind of scared me a little. I thought I got up to a little bit too high, but then that side draft pulled me back in front of him to the line.
Well, phenomenal run here tonight. Nice debut for you. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Oh, Easton Reed, Wayne Robinson, Christian Jensen, and Caden Longsense. Thanks to them for even getting me in this race. Kenny Storkston also told me that it's hard to make this show, so I had to come out here and show him up.
It gets a little chaotic, and I think Kenny does well, but this one was definitely pretty chaotic, and I don't know. It takes because of the way it's formatted. Once you get in the feature, it's okay, but just making it to the feature is the hard part.
Yeah, making the feature is crazy. Only taking 5 from qualifying, that's rough. I just barely missed out from qualifying. I was really hoping to make it through there, but then I got in the qualifier, the heat, I got to feel what the push felt like from other drivers, which I think that kind of helped a lot.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. Appreciate you coming out and putting on a show for us.
Thank you.
All right, bud.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming out. All right, Blake with a phenomenal run here tonight. I don't have Riley in here. I do have Asher in here. Asher, how the hell did you get to 5th?
It just kind of happened. I really wish I had more laps though. Like, I really felt like since when that one point where I got spun from the lead, I just had no point from there on out. Like, I got taken out. I think because I had to tow. My car was so bad I had to tow, so I had to sit there for like 2 minutes towing, and then I lost, and then I'm back up to the lead lap. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to move forward here. There's gonna be another caution, so if I can move forward, and then better situation for like the last 5 laps here, and then I get turned on that green run there almost right before that yellow, and then I had no chance. I don't know how I even got up to 5th, but it just kind of happened. Nobody was on the top. Everybody ran the bottom, so I just drafted up to the top guy on the top.
Yeah, that top side was pretty good if you knew how to work it right. But, we got to ask you the one question we're all wondering. Did you win your NIS race?
No, I should have, though. I led I tied for the most lead laps. I almost won it. I sped on the last pit stop. So
they're saying good job out in the chat.
Yeah.
But not on speeding on pit road, but in this race.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still finished 6th, 7th. I still finished 8th in that NIS race too, so I still gained, I think, 200 championship points on iRacing. So I'm leading the championship by 500 points in Division 2 in NIS.
You're going to be Division 1 next season.
Hopefully I can actually be competitive. I don't know. Those guys are really good.
Yeah, they are. You have to race people like Moody. Where did Moody fit it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom any words of wootsome before we part on this broadcast, Landon Moody?
Not really. Honestly, I don't
We
really
need
know what
we need to
say.
make some wootinisms and whatever else,
Well, I mean,
because we definitely could.
I mean, I can't say what I want to say, but I mean,
I'll get to hear it later.
I mean, I'll tell you how I feel about it later. But
Yeah.
you win some, you lose some. I'll just leave it at that.
just hold your foot to the floor and pray.
Well, in my opinion, I think I like Talladega a little bit better. That's it.
Yeah, well, I figured that much. All right,
Yeah,
guys,
the
I'll be
street
down to
talks- the
talk
street
to you.
talks are weird.
I'll be down to talk to you guys in a few.
All right.
All right, great run, guys, here tonight. That's going to be it for us tonight. We'll be back Monday, unless I decide to stream something between now and then. But Monday is the next planned stream for Week 8 openers and a little bit more Arca Dirt action. That has been phenomenal. As always, appreciate you, Smiles. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.